D-Rez and Kiri have a fitting to go to.
Yes. Yep. In fact, there we are. We are out of our starting movie. Epic as always. Howdy, everyone. Uh, Thank you for stopping by, players and audience alike. A little bit of a late start, completely my fault. I'm going to take responsibility by punishing my players and removing our ability to have table talk. That's what mature people do. All right, maybe not eliminating it, but if we have a lot of warm up usually. We'll give some shout outs and let everyone also be able to say something. But I wanna dive into it because we have some prep for the gig coming up on Saturday, and it's already Thursday night. So anyway, howdy's to all of you. We are gonna have actually we don't have a coffee cat yet, but we do have a JP.
Yes, hello.
Let me drop his video
Really, I'm not in camera at the moment, but I am here.
All right, so we're just missing a D-Res for now. A coffee cat is here. Just there's a tech bloop going on. For all I know, is probably a cat that jumped up on the desk and I don't know, pulled a cord or something.
No, it's mic issues. Phantom power not turning on the power the condenser mic he's using, and the reverb knob was like way up.
Oh. Well, all the same then, I will give a shout out to Coffee Cat, whose channel you appear on. So, Lethality, if you want to do like a 2-for-1 special real quick while I'm doing the shout outs.
Yes, I will happily do a 2-for-1 special. So, there are 2 games currently going on Coffee Cat's channel right now. There's San Antonio by Night Blood Gambit that runs on Wednesdays, where that coterie is getting themselves into some real deep doo-doo. As they normally do, given they're a Camarilla coterie trying to infiltrate an Anarch city that has famously stood against Camarilla invasion before, thanks to the efforts of the War Baron Urian Doyle and his retinue, which has since spread across the United States. Colloquially, we call them the Horse of Satan because Urian masquerades as a priest of the Black Mass. And it's there's a fun little bit of history going back to the first San Antonio, which you can find on his YouTube channel. Then there's the game that I run on his channel, Brisbane by Night Hellfire, where the coterie is in some deep doo-doo. Attacked by hunters, confronted by lupines, with everything going on in the city. Unbeknownst to them, someone sacrificed an innocent person to bring one of their comrades back through some very dark magic. It's all fun and games until someone until someone loses an eye or an arm or a them. So tune in tomorrow for that, where some follow-up things are gonna happen. Valentina's with the boys, Clayton's with the girls, and everything is going down.
Cats and dogs living together.
Cats and dogs.
Thank you for that. And then shout outs to Coffee Cat then as a presenter and medium alike. For Vampire and other games too, since Coffee has also run D&D and also Cyberpunk. Let's bop over. Evil, anything going on with you? You feeling better? Anything in the world of video games that would be cool and you want to bring up?
Not really. I think I'm doing better recovering.
Good.
But I don't know. It's slow.
Well, I'm glad that you're here with us, and I appreciate you doing so. And maybe we can either get your blood pumping tonight, or give you a good laugh. If past performance has proven anything, you're going to come out of the blue with some random crit on something, and just completely like dominate the situation. So I look forward to that, especially with what is on the horizon for tonight.
Yeah, Gary and Gopher clutching up while Drez fails a hack for the 10th time.
Yes. As I said, I don't know if you heard me when I said this last week, Maddie, but your highest DVs on anything to do with an interface role should probably be like 12, because they get no additions to that role, and that's like the highest DV you get on anything that involves
Well,
interface.
there's a few boosters you can get, but you gotta have
Yeah.
the right programs. But yeah,
Well,
it's like I
It's
want to
like a
say
half check,
it's five.
basically.
yeah. If something
I
comes
want
to
to
it,
say it starts at 6 and goes up by 2s. It's either 4 or 6 and goes up by 2s on the interface DVs.
Yep.
I believe it's 6.
Yeah, 6.
if any hacking needs to be done tonight, then hopefully things will be appropriately described and move forward from there. So, all right, Chameleon, you got anything going on that you wanna shout yourself out? You doing some streams or other things that are happening you want to say?
I've done a stream here or there lately. Been trying to get into it, but I'll put out there I'm still working on a homebrew game, and in the meantime, while I'm working on that, and while I want to be more comfortable in DMing, I have purchased and am going to try and find some time to run Tales from the Yawning Portal with some various tweaks and changes to make it a solid, consistent campaign rather than 7 very old modules stapled together for 5e. So I will have something about that soon once I read through the several hundred pages of the PDF and know what's supposed to happen and where to put my alterations.
Yeah. Well, keep us informed. Also, thank you, Ravenstar. Had there not been a cat on you, yes, but you can't, Raven, you can't break the sacred oath between our peoples. If there's a cat on you, you're not allowed to get up. that dire consequences will happen if
Only in
get
case
up,
of emergency can you dislodge cat.
yeah.
True.
And you have to explain it
just-
to them also, even though they can't reply back and probably don't understand you. You still have to explain it to them and apologize.
if you
The house
dislodge
is
a
on
cat,
fire, cat. I'm sorry.
if you dislodge a cat without due purpose and you join Tales from the Yawning Portal, Asarak will devour your soul.
Asarak will devour your soul.
He will appear in session 1 of Sunless Citadel and devour
but
your
you're
soul.
I hear and see a coffee cat. Let's get you loaded in.
You just. Sararak won't even ever get a hold of you. No. The bartender at the Yawning Portal just pushes you into the massive hole in the middle of the bar. Because that's why it's called the Yawning Portal. It's because the Yawning Portal is actually a well that leads into the Undermountain.
Though I am running a campaign called the Yawning Portal, and actually the major change is that there will not be a Yawning Portal.
And then, how are you doing, Night Mage? Anything that you want to bring up? A note from your Pathfinder game or anything that's on the horizon for you coming up?
Mostly just that my Pathfinder players are starting to learn that once you start getting into the mid and late teens of Pathfinder, solutions to quests are no longer easy, and sometimes if you want to do things the easy way, you have to make sacrifices. So for instance, there's a Marilith demon, which are the Lami alike, which is, half snake, half person.
6 arms.
6 arms. So there's a mythical variant that you can pull out that instead of wielding the weapons, they actually telekinetically wield the weapons. And it's beefed up, and so I called that the Queen of the Mariliths in this campaign. And so they can either go try and hunt it down and kill it in its home domain, or they can go gather 14 virgins and bring them to the abyss and lure her out that way, because they have to harvest her heart. And so now half the party's kind of like, are we really gonna
Yeah.
like go round up 14 virgins? And they
Well, if all
also
goes to
have-
plan, they're not going to get sacrificed. As long as everything goes to plan.
Don't get
Well,
sacked.
yeah, right.
It's
That's
it's
what one of the
never-
characters. That's literally one of the characters' like arguments to one of the good aligned characters is like, listen, they won't get sacrificed if we kill it fast enough, right? Right. So
There's 14 of them, and the Merilith only has 6 swords. That's at least 2 rounds before she kills all of them.
this one actually has 7.
Oh, all right
fair
then.
enough. The way I
Yeah.
buffed up a Merilith is I just gave each one of her arms a different magic weapon.
Yeah, this
That
one
was
this
fun.
one does that. Plus, they
Okay.
have up to 30 feet reach because it's telekinetic, and
Hmm.
there's a 7th blade instead of just 6.
Nice.
Well, I appreciate the moral quandaries, and I can absolutely back you up, Night Mage, in that in this level of Pathfinder, sacrifices need to be made. Rip T the Kobold, and
Yeah, he got
Right.
sometimes metaphorically, sometimes very literally.
yeah, she
There's
got
also-
unwound by reality, so there's not even her soul remaining.
She
Oh,
pulled
it
a
happened.
cipher and didn't make it.
Yeah,
The
that-
other-
Sounds fun.
Go ahead.
Gavin will get that reference.
go ahead, Namik.
I was just gonna say the other correlation I found with my Pathfinder group is that like, if I like to create like side stuff that's kind of connected to whatever they are doing. That's like, this is obviously harder content that's much riskier than whatever you're currently doing. However, like, look at the crap you got from killing one thing. Imagine if you go and fight like the boss, right? And if I present things this way to the players, like both above the table and like in the game, like this is obviously like hard side content that's got really good treasure at the end of it. If you do it, 75% of the time they say no. But if I just kind of force them into it, like I just put it in front of them instead of making it something they and can choose between, they will just destroy this super hard encounter anyways and not really like be too stressed about it. But like when I give them like the option, they're like, no, we're just gonna do the objective.
For all of you watching, the audience out there, that's actually everyone who's a DM, GM, or ST. We are actually all collaborating together to perform social experiments, and we have
Yeah,
a hidden
kind
we have
of.
a hidden network where we put all of our data results into about the behavior patterns of our players.
It's called Reddit.
Yeah.
Interesting data. Players don't like Merilith with 6 Vorpal swords. Good to know.
Especially when you're rolling hot.
See, what I do instead is I collude with other DMs about how to brutalize my player.
Oh, my players do that.
Oh.
Every player I've ever had does that to themselves. Like, honestly, as a GM, I've watched so many people to their own emotional wrecks in terms of characters because players get fixed on something or interested in something, and you just let them build that relationship, and then you murder the shit out of that NPC and watch them cry.
So on that note, about the upcoming job you all have.
Gavin did that
Let's-
recently to me.
Let's see
NPC.
how much science actually gets applied here tonight. Then we left off. What's that?
Let's give the players a deck of many things and see how that turns out.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
derailed. You've run out of ideas for the campaign. Let's see what chaos the party brings upon itself, and let that be the campaign.
Oh no! It's not chaos. It's not chaos.
I mean,
It does
can be.
derail campaign.
It can be
Well,
chaos.
Well, the reason why I say it's not chaos is for one very simple reason. There are a total of like 3 or 4 cards in that entire deck that you actually have to plan for. The rest of it is just players either get accoutrements or they lose everything. And it doesn't even matter what kind of everything they lose. Like if it's like ruin or whatever. You can just plan for they either get some stuff, they lose stuff, or one of those 4 specific cards, which is like Donjon, Void, Rogue, Devil.
No, I'm going to
Well,
tell you the only one you ever have to worry about is Moon. 1d3 wishes is too much.
That's actually really easy to plan around.
For any of you in chat,
of the
well, here I'm gonna interrupt because we're behind. I want to get on the Cyberpunk. I'm fine under any other circumstance. I love talking about this stuff, but it was my fault we're late, and so I want to make sure that I'm giving you all the time that we,
No, technical difficulties is the reason I'm.
But for all of you in chat, which could even be the players, there is actually a Deck of Many Things command. So you too could be sent into the Void on Twitch, which might also just be the Void itself. So it's redundant, and you put a Void in a Void, and reality collapses. All right, so where we had left off, it is the night of Thursday, February 7th. You have this auction, a very sussy auction, that you're going to on behalf of Madame Vesper, and you needed to rent or buy some clothing, secure whatever vehicle or vehicles that you're going to take. And in particular, why we're here is because if I hit this button and then I send this to the back twice, oh, I just banished Drez.
How dare you?
Miguel's
How dare you
coding
banish
is
me
still
out
in
of my own
effect.
house?
Yep, your token's gone forever now. There we go. I'm peeling aside reality. Oh, Drez, I saved you.
Seventh layer of hell. You're just in the 7th layer of Maddie's dungeon.
Yep, it's
Matt,
And
this
I
is
just
why
lost
you
all
put
my
maps on the
magic
map
items.
layer and
I-
tokens on the token
I
layer.
know, but I know, but
Brother,
We'll
I've
fix it in
told you
post.
this before.
you're being drug out of your comfy cozy apartment away from a dusty old terminal because you have Kiri with now color changing hair. What was it like half your hair is white or it's streaks or something coming down?
Yeah, it's like streaks.
And so you went and you got refurbished. Aha! Roll the credits. That was the name of the last session. Which, by the way, as you all can see out there, tonight is called Race Condition. So if you're following the tech terms and such that we've been using, have fun with that. But
That one hurts me.
D-Rez. Shoutouts to, by the way, shoutouts to Lethality, who's actually in IT and this sort of stuff. I try to have fun, and I'm proud of myself for things like our zombie server episode, which kind of had that going on. And anyway, but yeah, you need to go get polished up yourself, Drez, or more particularly, you're being taken to get a dress. But I think you need your hair done, your nails did, or something like that too.
What did I do? Hold on. Yes, I was getting the chem scan, the tech hair, and threading. Which EMP threading doesn't do anything mechanically, but it's cool. The game says it's cool. So.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like the circuitry you have on the side of your face on your token.
Yeah.
It does one thing mechanically. It subtracts 100 eddies.
But all right, we're jumping into it. This is the scene, and really this is more guided by Kiri. So what is going on here? You have exited the mega building, and what?
We're going on a little trip to a kind of it's like a nice but very hole in the wall style boutique. Think if you've seen John Wick Chapter 2, when he goes to see the tailor Angelo, where it's basically like in the back of a dry cleaner's. That is basically where Kiri is taking Drez, and it's probably one of the few connections Kiri has to her old life left.
Alrighty. Actually, let's go to, instead of necessarily this place, we'll go here. It is nighttime, and bonus, it's not flooded anymore, so hooray to that. Clear drawings and text.
So who is this guy again?
Woman, and
Oh,
she's an old former associate. Specializes in high fashion with a very distinct tactical edge.
okay.
Although you have to specify.
And the reason that her front door is in the back alley instead of on the street is why exactly?
Do you think I would actually be able to associate with someone who is actively still on Arasaka's payroll?
And do you trust she's not?
She has about as many reasons to trust them as I do.
Which is 0 reasons to trust.
Less than 0.
Must be enough.
Hmm.
So, okay. Can't say that I've ever had a dress tailored before. What I usually wear is off rack at like the nearest store. Not like I'm going to a Jinguji every day.
Well, those people wish they could keep up with her. But even they're a little, too artificially manufactured.
You're telling me that Jinguji is a little too cliche for you?
More that she thinks so.
One of those, like one of a kind stuff. How expensive is this gonna get, Kiri?
She quickly flicks through a text on her internal holophone. It is a pretty penny. It's gonna be 1,500 each. However, A, this is an investment, and B, she taps her yukata. It's gonna be about as armored as this is.
And you pretty much wear exclusively that.
Do you think I would go out not wearing armor?
Well, no. I don't either. But my body weight. The whole reason I invested in it.
Yes, unfortunately, a bodyweight suit's going to stick out far too much.
I made it fashionable.
It's fashionable, but it's not high fashionable.
Well, I guess you're right. Kind of mediocre at best.
I wouldn't go that. Give yourself some credit. But it is definitely going to be the kind of unfashionable that the harpies at the event, because there will be harpies, will kind of descend on you for. So, that's why I suggested that you come with me.
Well, then what are you thinking for my attire? Because you said about yourself getting a suit.
Given the streaks in your hair and everything else that will give the main accents and draw attention to your face.
I was gonna get my tech hair updated to get those.
You know, you could just route that through your agent, right? Like, if you've already got tech hair, you could just tell it to do whatever.
In character, it's a reason for her to buy it.
Oh, it doesn't actually have tech hair. Because, yeah, that's the interesting thing with tech hair. Well, we can talk about that as well, but even then, your stature and everything else says that most of your accents should come from your hair and your accessories. Which means we're probably going to put you into something black.
Okay.
Probably with a bit of, just a little bit of sparkle. But then it's, she'll see the vision. Don't worry about that. We're here. And she's basically going to actually lead you into a rather smoky dry cleaners.
I don't have a specific scene for it, so we're just gonna have to use our imaginations, whatever those are.
Oh no!
You
we have to use theater. We have to use theater.
Yeah, and it's gross.
Oh
What a
my
shame.
god! For shame.
No idea what an imagination is. I work in the government.
I couldn't even imagine what an imagination is. So it's a smoky laundromat.
Yes. And Carrie is currently taking D-Res towards towards the counter to have a chat with the front counter and let them know that they're there to go to the back.
Okay. Guy behind the counter. This is in Japanese, I presume, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Ladies need something? You don't have a basket of clothes.
We're for the back. We have an appointment.
Huh. So you do. Yeah, just a moment. He disappears. Comes back out. Sorry, I had to tidy up. You're good. Go back there.
She just gives him a nod and drags D-Res along.
There's a door in the back that his tidying up was really just clearing stuff that is hiding this door, since it's out of the way and the door's open for you.
Yep. And they would walk into what, I mean, it's definitely a stark contrast to the laundromat out the front. It is a rather formal, like understated but formal looking boutique. there also happens to be a firing range nearby for reasons.
All sort of, com-
Well, if you're doing tactical lining, you need a place to test.
There we go. Slightly familiar.
Yeah, okay. That makes...
Though yours isn't Kang
perfect
Tao
sense.
branded, of course.
No. And of course, at a mannequin, working on what is probably an order for someone else, is a rather tall Japanese woman, similar to Kiri in stature, although a little shorter. You always seem to keep things so understated, Kaori-tan.
Organization and practicality are arts upon themselves.
I couldn't agree more. Thank you for seeing us on such short notice, but things are getting a little hot and we need to look the part.
What kind of hot are we talking about?
A somewhat formal social affair. High society, brown noses, that sort of thing.
Oh. Is there more you can tell me? If someone's sick, sure, you can bring them flowers, but the type of flowers and how you arrange them are better done with an understanding of the nature of the sickness. Wouldn't want to clash or contrast with the feeling of the patient or the
Charity gala in Pacifica.
I know the one you're talking about. Pacifica for All, I believe.
That's the one.
That is more than just pageantry. That is business. That is also danger. You get
And now you
that
know
many
why I would
people
only trust you.
in one
Such a
place.
thing.
Are you going as yourself? Are you invited, or is another you invited?
We have aliases.
And then who is buying the dress? Or she'll look over at you, Drez, or dresses.
It's a dress and a suit.
Ah. And can you tell me about these lovely people who will be buying these clothes? For charity, of course.
Kira Takahashi works for a private equity firm interested in holdings of tech stock. Big contributor to the big technical names, EBM, among others. And her darling wife, Lily.
Is Lily innocent to the machinations of such a power broker? Is
And
she to
Kiri's
be
eyes
as
will-
gentle as a blooming lily?
And Kiri's eyes will tick. Did he?
Well, I suppose I kind of have to play into the fact that I've never been to such an event before. Not even to, like, a smaller scale. So, very likely.
Yes.
She's new.
I can't fake it.
All of this.
Can't fake.
Then in this case, you should dress not to impress, but be impressed upon. You are innocent to these things, and you need to indicate to others that you are as such. The sharper the lines on your suit, the harder negotiations and understandings will become, and rightfully so.
Which is why she will have the dress and I will be in the suit.
Is your dress then, Lily, is this to be a white dress? And then she'll look over to you, Kiri, or off-white?
Off-white.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
I thought you said black.
That would be my initial impression. However, Cowdy here is the fashionista, not me.
Black would hide your form. It would compress you. You would be presenting yourself in a way to try to not be seen. If you're going to be backing up your darling power broker wife, you need to be seen, but also need to be seen as off limits. White or close enough, if you've lost the ancient right to wear such a color. Again, she'll moo-foo-foo.
I thought that's only a wedding.
It's
That will-
not.
That will send signals. There are people who are going to be at this event who specifically are seeking those signals. Those who try to suppress the signals will be noticed, if only by a lack of something to pick up on. Showing your form, showing your innocence, and that you are essentially a white flag, neutral. You are not there to threaten anyone. You are there to be obvious and innocent. I believe this would be the way forward, Lily. If you wish to choose something else, you're the one paying me. But you've also come to me for my advice. Unless I'm missing a part of the story. Is there anything else you need to tell me? For reasons of personality or practicality?
Practicality will demand tactical lining in both cases.
Ah. An internal
But-
lining, one that is not noticeable.
But I think the off-white gives enough signals, but it's also warm enough that it can disappear into the throng of a crowd without being exceptionally noticed.
Yeah, if I'm meant to disappear, I can't be too noticeable.
Yes. I have a few ideas. Oh, your name was Drez, yes?
Yep.
Excellent. I'd like for you to stand behind this monitor over here for me.
Okay. She's gonna go stand over by the monitor.
As you go behind it, Kiri, as you're standing with the shop owner here, the seamstress, you can see that it's like an X-ray of Drez is walking behind the monitor, and you're also getting like a body outline along with the bone structure. So as she moves, you would see the skeleton and the skin move also. She makes a hand motion, and on this frame, a dress appears, and there's another monitor behind where you're standing that you can see what Kiri and the seamstress sees. But you're asked to turn, raise your arms, to make sure the measurements are there so that the hem of your dress doesn't ride up too high, or to like simulate how the fabric flows, or even to the minutia of, well, sometimes you may want to create a distraction, and if you need to do so by dropping something and bending over, I want to accommodate that. But if that's not what you're intending, then we need to make sure there's modifications there as well. So she's going over the minutia of this, and you're being she's like swiping and flicking, and she's modifying this dress on your bones and your outline that are projected on the monitor. The first design is for the actual wear and the physics of your gown, the cut of your gown. So your details, your face, your glasses, or anything haven't been loaded. You're there to make sure it fits, and it does what it needs to do. So, flip, adjust. Kiri, you're welcome to give commentary, whether personal preference or practicality. Obviously, Drez, you're not being cut out of this either. But if it's above you and you're just like, I'm your mannequin, it's Kiri, then...
so above her, she has no idea what she's doing.
All right.
Should definitely help with that, but I think, because I believe this is actually a perfect time to roll this skill.
Okay.
I am going to go ahead and roll good old-fashioned wardrobe and style.
Oh yeah, that works. Yeah, because you're given the input there.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well then, Kiri gets to use Drez as a dress-up doll. Like, you are absolutely. She might have been thinking about getting you a white dress here, Drez.
I could just imagine like Kiri asking a couple of things and Kaori nodding along, and Kiri makes the comment, you should be glad that you have access to the monitors. Kaori is a demon with pins.
Oh boy.
So you're put through the ringer. You play head, shoulders, knees, and toes, and then with the refrain, knees and toes, knees and toes. At that point, Kaori looks over to Kiri and says, "You're welcome for the view." She whispers that because she's dignified, and you almost like a magical girl transformation on this monitor. As you spin, the dress like flows out from you, and then as you move, it's simulating how it wears and swishes, how it rides up or settles down, or all of that. And then you, like, your face then is projected on there, and from there it's little personal details, things that are not necessarily practical, but they're nice. Things that match the roundness of your cheeks, or your Maro style eyebrows, or little things that harmonize very maybe in the grand sense, or to people who are watching for it, this is a purposefully made gown that is for you. This isn't just a generic suit that fits you. This is an extension of you.
Seeing this visualization, it is as if we are conductors and you are a symphony.
Oh. Doesn't it look that good?
Look at the monitor, see for yourself. Because you can see it.
I mean, yeah, I like it. It's swishy in all the right places, and I guess I'm speechless. I don't know what to say because I don't own it like this. That's custom.
Kiri just tilts her head to Cowdy. It is her first time.
Apparently.
It's a special. It's special. I remember how I was when your mother first fitted me for a kimono. Oh, the amount of times I got swatted with a yardstick.
It's something to be passed down, and depending on her own history. This would be also whispered, Drez. You're not meant to hear this. These are old women gossiping things. Is she a child of the streets?
Lower end. Not necessarily of the streets, but forced to.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely far and away different from my own origin, as you know.
Your business is your own here, Kiri. But I'm going to warn you. Having someone so ignorant to what lies ahead, the procedures, the knowns and unknowns of what is asked and will be asked for.
Etiquettes will be told.
I can only armor that gown so much.
Of course.
If she is to play into the role of innocent, then make sure she stays innocent.
And Kiri will simply nod her head in reply to that. I've also got a design ready for your review for myself. I'll flick it over to you.
Drez, I'm sorry, ma'am. You can come out from the monitor now.
Okay.
It's your turn to stand beside me.
And Kiri will, without a word, walk around to the other side of the monitor.
Similar to you, Drez, you see Kiri's bone structure, like a walking skeleton with like a faint outline of where her skin would rest atop her muscles. And similar. Now you're providing a baseline, like a preferred design that you want her to work with. Okay, so she has you do some calibrations. So Drez, you're getting to watch like Kiri do some. She's not naked, but like naked jumping jacks behind the monitor, like moving around. And also, she'll look over at you. You didn't hear it the first time, but she'll give you the same treatment. You're welcome. And after calibrating the monitor, quote unquote,
How did she catch on so quickly?
the the initial, like the baseline that Kiri is presenting to the seamstress is then loaded up, and you can see this this dress kind of materialize, or not dress, suit. This suit materialize over the structure of Kiri. Now, what is this? What is your initial pitch looking like for this?
Yeah. So the initial pitch is obviously it needs to be as close to black tie as close to black tie as possible. Obviously, there's a little flexibility in that because it's not strict black tie. But the idea is that someone, especially in that sort of industry, needs to radiate. Not necessarily radiate that they are iron, right? They're not someone who gets pushed around, because in the finance industry, especially in the likes of Night City, that's how you end up, face down in the harbor, is, with a bullet in your skull, is if you're in that industry and you flinch even an inch. So it is a suit. Tapered black pants, black dress shirt, black tie, and the jacket, instead of being black, is a steel color, like a steel gray color. And the baseline is even been set down to certain patternings and everything in the suit, very subtle embroiderings and accessories and things that radiate that thing of, this is someone who is thriving in what is one of the most cutthroat industries in the cyberpunk world, which is the people who deal with all the money for private investors.
Tell me, Kiri, at this event, are you going to be doing anything like moving? I dare ask if you're going to dance.
Yes, I fitted it for a social affair. 2 buttons.
Not so much that. Kick for me, please.
And she'll do so. And she did leave a bit of give in the... the pants are tapered, but they're not too tapered. They're not, stuck to. She left a little bit of room.
As you do that, she's gonna look over to you, Drez. Do you see on the map there, that little bit of extra stress in the leg? That's where the cloth is going to be bunching and tensing more. Around the knee and thigh area there on the kick. While she can do it, I think she's going to be restrained. I actually think that we can craft around this. I'm sorry, go ahead, what were you going to say?
Oh, I was going to just say add stretch to the fabric or something.
Stretching fabric? No, that isn't done. Not where you're going to be going. Maybe as a practical measure on the street, yes. I would suggest that. Not for this. It needs to be whole cloth. I think we have a way.
We can pull out the taper a little bit if you think that would work.
I actually believe that we might be able to use you to make a bit of a fashion statement, Kiri. This is 2064 after all. Drez, you see that she starts moving her fingers, and as she does, little, tweaks and whatever cloth crafting darts and pins and other stuff are appearing and tucking and all this. And now what you're seeing, and she's going to tell you that Kiri can't see this on her side yet. You're seeing that this model of her are wearing executive bell bottoms.
Are asking?
Bell bottom.
Kiri, kick again, please.
And she'll do so.
Do you notice how there's less stress in the leg? And also, her foot has maximum room to navigate without the cloth pulling against her skin or even restraining the kick.
Well, that's
If
the idea
needed.
behind Hakama, isn't it?
And hopefully it doesn't come to blows. That could even obscure the kicks or her own movement a little bit. What about her Hakama?
Oh, that's why she wears it.
Except Hakama are unacceptable for the situation. This is a lot more elegant. Kiri, I haven't heard any immediate feedback on my proposition. Watch your side of the monitor. She clicks, and you see that you are in an executive suit with some bell bottoms for your pants, and even your sleeves sort of form a slightly loose bell around your wrists as well. It's the 60s, why not?
Interesting. Okay. Something a little bit more free-flowing. It's like a liquid metal. I approve.
The lines won't be as hard, but you will still cut a figure with this suit. It should also allow you to move without revealing anything you wouldn't want, or if you need every microsecond to count, you don't want the design that you offered to slow you down. The taper and such,
Wow.
That's fine if you're standing there sipping on champagne. If you're going to be a monolithic figure or behind a podium reciting a speech,
Yes,
if you're
I
going
have
to move, you need to flow. And, as the haiku goes, young rice stalks stand upright, mature grain bows low.
Okay. I can certainly agree with that.
Now, I, as your GM, assure you that just because it's the 60s and I'm putting you in bell bottoms, you're not going to be penalized for that. You are speaking to a professional. But we are going to put you in bell bottoms at this gala and enjoy it.
it's gonna raise some eyebrows, but then also if someone notices like they're bell bottoms, but those are armored. Oh. It makes a very clear, very distinct statement of this person is bold enough to draw attention to themselves and wise enough to armor themselves up. This is someone who is not to be trifled with because if they're expecting combat, then they may actually have combat experience. Which, in Night City, can actually be expected of some execs.
It's not quite like this, but I'll drop a file in our Discord chat just for funsies. It won't ultimately look like this though, because finding executive bell bottoms is not something. And you're not quite as goth, but anyway, it still gives you a unique silhouette. much like the bold lines of a suit would. It's just, there's there and you get the mobility too. So
It's just a little more flowy, which makes sense.
It's not a dress. It is still a suit.
No.
It flares out, so it gives your wrists and ankles and all your joints what you need, and there we go.
It's all that's actually doubly useful in case I have to swing my sword.
As for the color, well, your dear wife Lily is every color. Will complement anything given the off-white of the cloth. You are going to be the focus of attention. You are the one presenting the threatening silhouette. The lines, even though they're curved, are still lines. The color will matter. You can stick with what you want because you won't clash with Lily. I suppose it would matter the kind of statement you want to make, the colors that you display. There are warm, inviting colors. There are bright and dangerous colors. There are cool colors. There are heated colors. Would you like to stick with your original plan, or would you like to change the color of your outfit?
We'll go with the original. I specifically picked cool hues to give off that
Cold facade?
More aloof facade. It's not super cold. It's not industrial.
Mm-hmm.
But it is cold enough.
Like you said, cutthroat.
Although I guess for good measure, if we're leaning into it, if only for a moment, D-Rez, while she's talking about that, on the end of the monitor that you two are on, that Kiri is standing behind, she's going through different patterns, and, you're a flower, and so she'll put a bunch of, flower patterns and stuff up, very, very hippie stuff. So maybe you can smile and actually see Kiri in, a sunburst of colors and things that you've never, ever, 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 ever seen her in. But on Kiri's end, she sees herself with the cool, the cold steel color and everything. So, but she gives you an acknowledging old lady wink, and very well. I can have these done for you by Saturday afternoon.
Perfect. I'll swing around to pick them up, and then it'll be time to do makeup and things.
Yeah, what do I do with my hair?
Well, now that I've got an idea of what you'll be wearing, I can sort that out.
You don't have to go to a professional stylist or anything?
She'll flick each of you your whatever file would be for your dress, so you can see yourselves and you can spin the little model and everything.
It's an STL.
Yeah. You get a little STL, so you can 3D print each other, I guess, if you want to as well. So yeah, you get little STLs of yourselves in your dress.
We can have a talk about that, because if I'd stuck with it, I probably could have been a professional stylist. Me over here with my plus 11 in wardrobe and style.
That is not a skill that you have ever really elaborated on.
I haven't had a reason to until now.
You've always just looked good. Just thought it was natural. Not a whole lot of effort. You don't look like you put a whole lot of effort into it.
Because I don't. But a professional knows how to do a lot with a little.
You do have a lot of makeup tools.
And I bought more, remember?
Mm-hmm. That's what I meant.
It's just like, Kaori, doing a lot with a little.
Were you gonna take
All of
D-Rez
the-
to the salon you went to as well? That seems like
Yes.
okay. That was all right. I wasn't misremembering.
Yes. That's to get D her
To get
chem skin and
tech hair.
Yeah.
chem skin tech hair. I did also at the time too. I did also pick up show off nails.
Oh, okay. Those just like color changing nails or something, or
They're nails that you can actually download designs to, and and they also give you a light pen set so that you can make your own designs and upload them to the CityNet.
okay.
It's pretty neat.
All right. Well, then, so you go to a different part of Japantown, and well, the lady who did your hair is obviously going to remember you, Kiri, as you're walking in, and you know she sees the white hair unless you've changed it.
I haven't changed it.
A referral, and this is still in Japanese, although D-Rez that doesn't affect you.
No, because I understand Japanese.
Yeah.
Thanks to my roommate.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
Referrals are always welcome and appreciated. I presume you two are preparing to become a wood monkey?
A what?
Oh, you didn't tell her.
Karen.
Oh.
I didn't get the chance.
Said Zodiac something?
Yes. Current zodiac year and element. Element of wood and year of the monkey.
Kiri was telling me that she was getting ready for the Lunar New Year coming up.
Yeah.
I presume that you were doing the same. Am I mistaken?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
How is it that you would like to appear? Are we starting fresh? I have clippers, and we can completely redo your scalp. Or your skin as well? Would you like a treatment?
For the skin thing, I was also thinking about because there's a couple to tidy up, I guess. My hair's just gonna go back to its natural black.
Very well. Pure black hair? Same cut, or do we need to add synthetic hair to sculpt into your natural?
Well, probably need to avoid the horns in the back, but yeah, kind of just cover the rest.
Avoid the port, and filling in for the side shave upcut with tuft?
No, we're redoing the whole. We're just starting over.
Yes.
All black.
All black, then.
Full head of hair.
Full head of hair. Very well. Are you going... As she looks over to Kiri, are you going to stay for the procedure? And if so, ma'am, does she have permission to stay? As your skin treatment
course.
will require a privacy curtain.
Oh, she's welcome.
Then we begin.
I'll stay.
Gets the clippers. Your brown and multicolored hair just falls off. She pulls down a box, presents it to you. Is this black hair acceptable?
Yep.
Very well. You hear her. She's getting a machine prepared. Puts it over your head. Hers is more elegant than the dot matrix printer that Outback had. And you don't need to drink as much whiskey for you not to feel anything. You are still offered an anesthetic if you'd like. Otherwise, she'll tell you this should be relatively painless. There's an electrostimulus to mitigate as much pain as possible, but if you need to, and she'll hand you like a little wired thing, you press the button and it'll stop the procedure.
Good deal.
She puts you in, like she puts the hood over, she's loaded up the black hair, and then again, almost like a little tattoo needle, you just get, and the hair is like implanted into your scalp, and over the course of a while, it just, your whole scalp now has shoulder length, shiny black hair. You will want to take a shower when you're home. There will be a little bit of blood.
Oh.
Are we styling it before we leave as well?
Is that included?
Well, I could do it as a favor if you were referred.
Okay.
And how are we styling it?
That's a very good question. You can tell I've never been to a salon before, Kiri.
I've got you covered. And Kiri will show some pictures to the salon, because I'm thinking, especially given that Drez is getting kind of a bit more hair than usual, like something that keeps the back covered but shows like a bun that can then have accessories put into it with just the slight bangs at the front, like on the either side that frame the face.
Do you want something like a Hime cut, but also in a worn in a bun?
It's kind of like a Hime cut, yeah. It's actually a relatively traditional, like, it's the cut itself it's less the style is less of a cut and more it's styled such that there is a little bit at the back that covers like down the neck to maintain modesty at the back, but most of it is up in a bun, and
okay.
So there are bangs at the front that are used to frame the face.
All right. Well, I mean,
Like carton bangs.
In the grand scheme of things, you're going to get what you're going to get. I'm just asking for personal curiosity, and I mean, if you have any visual references, or I mean, Coffee, if you want to draw everyone in their gala, finery and look, then there's that. So after you're styled appropriately, she's going to draw the curtain around and ask you to lay out on a table. She gets a hand scanner out. And she's going to ask you to undress, and she's going to scan your skin in to preserve its current pattern and either replicate it as needed, or you can just have your old save file if you wanted to, I don't know, go all gold and then you want to get your old skin pattern back. But she's going to take a little while then. Like, she's just going to run this over your skin, scan in your different freckles or scars or things. During that time, if you want to provide any commentary about any freckles or scars or things, this is a good moment to bring it up to Kiri. She'll ask you, she'll always give you the salon talk if you're being quiet, because it's part of her job. But here you are in a vulnerable state, and as your skin's getting rolled in, and she's going to ask you the same question: Do you want to keep this, whatever? You want to keep the beauty mark, the scar, the wart, or the wrinkle, or the whatever, right? She's going to ask about it all. Anything you want to bring up then?
Drez probably doesn't have much in the way of freckle. She has kind of copper skin tone in general, and so the only real sort of maybe birthmark that she has is maybe like a little bit of a little bit of darkening around like her collarbone. It's in kind of like an abstract shape. Um, but it's usually covered by all of her clothing, even with her body weight suit really kind of looking style. Um, so it's not terribly. Um, she she maybe has a few imperfections from when she was a teenager, but that gets covered up by the uh chem skin.
Okay.
Probably something that she does have a little bit done design wise is maybe a spiral of gold down her arms.
Okay. During this process, you also wanted the EMP thread done too, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And what is for your new skin? So, you know, she's gone over, she's scanned all your freckles and wrinkles and everything. What do you want for your new skin?
Meaning,
I don't know. Do you want? You said you wanted the gold. Is that it? Like, are you're keeping the same skin tone and everything? You're just kind of getting the rough spots like buffed out, or like, do you want to go for a deeper shade of something or permanent makeup or something like that?
she isn't qualified to do any kind of like broad sort strokes um like elegant makeup. She does flashy makeup, and that's usually to match, you know, the flashiness of her hair.
Yeah, the Asia pop.
Something a little bit more subtle. She probably would leave. She wouldn't get the permanent makeup as part of the chem skin. And the EMP threading is just to give maybe a little bit of her like cyberware lines a little bit more like gold definition.
Okay. Oh, do you want so you want the spiral to be the EMP threading?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, no problem then. The threading is going to be the same as the hair. You know, again, an electric tingle to baffle your pain receptors. Press the button if it ever hurts. But after refurbishing your skin, and again, you get the save file of yourself. She then takes another machine over, and Kiri, you watch as this gold thread is just implanted into her skin in a spiral around her arm. And if there's other little places that you want to put it too, that's fine. But you get refurbished.
Hi.
By this time, it's very late at night, though. It has taken you a couple hours, and it was already nighttime. Well, thank you for coming into the salon so late at night. Remember, when you're home, take a shower. You might see a little bit of blood. That's only natural. And I wish you well. Please return when you ever need to be refurbished again.
Thanks.
Oh, and by the way, she hands you a temporary tattoo of a wood monkey.
Oh. I'll hang on to this for another time. All done. And Kiri, you'll see that she is now like has no pink and blue in her hair at the moment. It's in that style that you would recommended. You see that maybe some like extra sort of like fake cyberware lines put in with the EMP threading. that her arms now have kind of a metallic gold, kind of spiraling down in like a singular line. She otherwise looks exactly the same.
I like. Stylish.
I figured since the dress was more or less sleeveless, that that would be what I go with.
I'd certainly agree with that, and I'm sure Kaori would as well.
Okay.
Of course.
I'm gonna get the pink and blue back once all this is done. I feel a little naked.
You have tech hair. Just download it.
It won't be the same.
No, it'll be better, because then if you want to wear something else, you can wear something else at the literal press of a button. Actually, no, more than that. Literally at the speed of thought. And, waiting for a little bit for it to change while you're in, like, the shower or something. Man, you really did skull that soda on the way back, didn't you?
What?
Never mind.
I don't know what you said, and I don't.
Okay, Kiri said, "Hey, you really sculled that soda on the way back, didn't you?" In response to the burp.
Oh, yes.
That or she wants to go back to the slurp and burp and eat some noodles there.
Carbonated
carbonated noodles.
Carbonated noodles. Carbonated broth noodles.
It's an acquired taste, but the carbonation of the beef broth actually goes pretty well if you make it just a little bit more salty.
And just don't put anything dairy-based in there. It'll instantly curdle.
It's ramen. You shouldn't be adding anything dairy-based.
Gross.
As you two make your way back then, it is nighttime. Outback has been refurbished. You two have been refurbished. JP and Gopher, were you needing to get any work done, or were you just going to be renting suits?
JP was just going to rent a suit.
Okay. Gopher?
I think is buying a suit, an armored one, is 1,500, right?
Yes.
Yep.
That's what you said. Yeah. So I think Gopher's gonna go that route, and gonna ask JP if he knows anyone to kind of help me figure out what I'm doing with all of this. Because this is, kind of above my,
way out of his league.
Yeah.
You can dispose of a bomb, but tying a Windsor knot?
We have the discreet rental service that Madame Vesper suggested for us. Let's head on over there, Gopher.
You just gotta remember, sometimes, always, never. For your buttons. Top button is sometimes, the middle button is always, bottom button you never button.
All right. So you two then. Unlike a Kiri Drez here, we got the boys going out. JP and Gopher are going to meet up and following the directions of Madame Vesper. So this is still technically Thursday. I know I changed the date on the overlay to Friday, but that's fine. We're dipping back here because you got to meet your discreet renter here. And in fact, this is someone that you can maybe not natively, but learned? Because JP, you speak Cantonese, right?
I speak Mandarin.
Mandarin, okay. IRL, I don't know how much of a difference there is. Maybe it's just a weird accent or something.
Think
It-
like regional.
It's a pretty there is a relatively distinct difference to the
It
point
is distinct.
where
Okay.
yeah, if you
Yeah.
if you don't have
Yeah,
if you don't have a very good understanding of the language, you of one you won't understand the other.
Yeah, Cantonese has like more tones than Mandarin does, so it's a little more complex.
Oh, okay.
It's like the difference between regular
Well-
Portuguese and Brazilian Portuguese. Like there's enough difference that
I see.
you can
well,
get
then-
the very basic gist, but everything else sounds like you slurring your words.
Yeah. Then then maybe you can read the words and the signs. As I imagine the kanji are the kanji close?
A lot of the written language is standardized.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Though when you do speak to her, her name is Miss Nga, Ngaa. I may not be pronouncing that correct. Nga, like 2 syllables, Ngaa.
Yeah. Like it's a slurred G. It appears in Vietnamese a lot too.
Understanding that there might be a communication discrepancy among each other's Chinese dialects, she will revert to street slang or English, if you have a preference.
Street slang or Mandarin?
Then we will go to street slang.
Very funny thought here that I think I might be the only person who has English.
Y'all
I
can't
do.
even speak English properly. No one learnt you?
Because the default language in Cyberpunk is presumed to be street slang.
Yeah.
So
No one done
Yeah,
did
English
gone and
as
went
well.
taught you English proper like.
And I think it's another sort of way to kind of create a common
Yeah,
depending on what
yeah.
city you're playing, because you're not
Yeah,
always
yeah.
playing Night City. It's just the common language of your city, and the common language of Night City is among English, Japanese, and Mandarin Chinese.
And it go ahead.
You are the gentleman that Miss Vespa sent, yes?
That is correct, ma'am.
I understand the nature of where you will be going. The direction, then, you must provide is the type of message you wish to bring to your event. Are you at liberty to discuss more about what you will be doing? Or how you will be doing it?
Oh, I just simply need to look good, ma'am.
And you, sir. She turns to you, Gopher. Do you just wish to look good?
Yeah, I think so. Probably expecting to have to move around. Having to move around a bit. But depends on how the night goes.
See. Perhaps then a better question to ask both of you, and the answer could be different, despite the question being the same. Why are you going to the charity auction? For example, if you wanted to exert power, hold a conversational edge, I would suggest to you one of the EBM power suits. they convey a particular intimidation. Or, if you wish to appear more graceful, social, or perhaps try to blend in a little more, Hinomitsu would be the way to go. The fabric can very subtly shift color, among other aspects of it. It can make socializing a little easier for you. Or, if you fear that there will be trouble, and you would like a little bit of extra protection beyond whoever or whatever you manage to get into the venue, Militech has their executive shield line of suits that will not compromise on the high fashion style, but offer you greater protection than mere cloth. I can detail these suits in ways that would suit you. But the functionality must be at its core. How will you function at the function? She's having a lot of fun with the wordplay and street slang. In out-of-character terms, these are just minor bonuses you could get depending on the type of suit you're wearing.
Oh, as for myself, I just give me a nice Masetto simple black. Nothing fancy.
Oh. You didn't need to repeat yourself. Masetto and nothing fancy is the same thing. I understand. I will warn you, wearing Masetto, people might mistake you for the servers at that function.
Good enough for me.
Delightful. And you, sir.
The official story is an offer from EBM, a taste of the corporate high life.
Huh, so the EBM power suit for you?
I was thinking that, yes.
Mm-mm-mm.
Truth be told, this is a bit beyond what I'm used to.
Yes. You do look rather awkward standing in my shop. I won't get into whatever business you have planned with Madame Vesper, but the clothes do make a man to an extent, but make sure that if you are acting a part, you act the part. This, and she'll take you back. Like, for you, JP, she's just like, oh, Masetto, and she just, like, grabs the first, like, generic Masetto and gives it, you know, like, yep, that works. That's your size. I mean, she'll like scan you. She's not being.
Yeah, she has cyber eyes for fitting.
Yeah, like there's the procedure, but it's like you asked for like jeans and a t-shirt, you know, because it's business casual Friday. So she's like, got ya. There you go. I
mean,
now that's her take on Masetto. Maybe not everyone feels that way. They certainly sell very expensive raincoats, as we've seen.
On the scale of like being rich, there's a point where you just wear the jeans and t-shirt.
Though for you, Gopher, she'll actually like take you to the back. JP, you're welcome to come along too, but you were the easiest person to satisfy. And you also are already wearing a suit, so you kind of, yeah, no further questions. But we have we have our precious bean Gopher here, who needs to go back and apparently be taught some of the ways. So you're going to get a little bit of a briefing on, so just why is it that people will take you more seriously in an EBM suit? So you're going to get a crash course in, why the extra shoulder padding and the way that they actually kind of cut back in and the outline and why this works, why you'll be getting bonuses to things like Intimidate or Talking Business. She she shows you through Corpo speak that it's very easy to open the kimono and to reach for low-hanging fruit and to use all these other Corpo these executive lingo terms, and that your EBM suit is going to be excellent for this. As you're seeking blue sky opportunities and you want your optics to become optimal and all this other stuff that needs to go on investment reports. So if you're talking business, or you need to intimidate, I will give you a little bonus there because you chose the EBM power suit. Oh, hi Nina. Good to see you. The Macedo doesn't necessarily come with a mechanical bonus, but she did tell you, JP, that someone might mistake you for a server at the function if you're wearing a Macedo suit. So, bees?
Bee.
Nothing wrong with being mistaken for a server, in my opinion.
Out of curiosity, she says as she's making your rental agreement, she will be taking the deposit. Remember, 500 down and then 100 for every night. Presumably you'd want to pick it up on Saturday then, so you're renting it for one night?
Correct.
Okay. I have not seen you in my shop before. This would mean that you are new to the service of Madame Vesper.
Right, ma'am? Though, hopefully, you have a nice little shop here. You might see me in the future, even if I'm not working for Madame Vesper.
Possibly. I'm curious, though, do you know why she picked you to go to an event such as that?
That's my job.
She smiles. Understood. She is a unique type of woman. Did you have any questions of me on the return, condition, or deposit policy? Is there anything else I may help you with?
I assume no bullet holes and we're good?
Correct. Damage, which can include stains, will incur the loss of deposit. So try not to get stabbed. If you are to die there, then I suppose you should be poisoned. Not that I would wish such a thing upon you. But it would keep the fine ware cleaner.
What about you, Gopher? Any questions about your fancy suit?
I believe I'm good.
They will be ready for you for pickup Saturday morning then. If you require any
Thanks so much.
alterations or last-minute decisions to upgrade from, say, a Macedo suit, you may call, and you've already made the deposit. I'll happily swap it out for you.
Wonderful. And here's my card, just in case anything happens and you need to tell me about it.
Delightful. Very old-fashioned of you, sir. She takes it, gives a courteous bow.
He bows in return. All right, Gopher. Let's get out of here. Let's skedaddle, as the kids say.
Out of character note, she was giving you shit for Masato, not me as a GM hinting at anything. Like you did something wrong as a player. That's just her. That is all this NPC.
Yeah, Masato's like the living room fashion like name. It's like yeah, Ferrari is a luxury car, but also everyone knows what a Ferrari is, so it's kind of the bottom of luxury.
It's like the entry level. It's like, congratulations, you made it. You
Yeah,
spent
like,
all your life to achieve this tier, which is actually the
It-
bottom rung of the whole other tier.
It's luxury, but it's like mainstream luxury.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
That's the attitude here. So
Like there's Ferrari, but then there's also those Ferraris that they sell where they don't just sell them. They make like 50 of them and they invite people to come buy one.
yeah. Yep. All right. Well,
Yeah, you might know what a Pagani Zonda is, but are you ever gonna get into a showroom to buy one? Yeah, if you go to the factory in Italy, you know the guy, and you're willing to shell out a couple of $1 million, then maybe they might make one for you. Maybe.
Maybe.
we have everyone taken care of. Outback, you returned your suit, right? I know that you got polished up with the Aldecaldos. What were you doing for your suit?
I was also gonna rent, but I have not been informed
Got
where
it.
the rental place is.
Okay.
So it's gonna be on Friday. That
Yeah,
you guys can get
that'll
to.
be on Friday. Plus, I believe that you were in charge of making the decision about the vehicle or vehicles that you're gonna be taking as well.
Yeah, I guess.
So, all right, it is now Friday.
You want to clip a car, or you want to rent the limo and pay off the guy?
We're gonna pay off a limo driver.
You wake up, a little bit of a headache. Apparently this guy also forgot to tell you to take a shower because you have a little bit of blood on your pillow as well. But hey, oh yeah, your back also stings for when you're waking up in the morning too, because you got that big old compass on the back now.
That's fine.
Well, welcome to February 8th. What are you doing?
Well, I'm up, which means JP's already up, so I'm gonna ask him where that discreet place is. And then go set up a rental for Saturday.
Okay. You'll get the location. You will also meet Miss Nga. Having a similar conversation with her, do you have a choice in which type of suit you would like? You want to go for the EBM power suit, the Hinomitsu? Do you want the generic look like a server Macedo?
Well, there's only one kind of suit that Outback was ever somewhat used to seeing before he came to Night City, which is a Militech suit, so...
Oh, okay.
And it kind of works. Militech probably does a lot of dealing with shipping.
All right. So yeah, you're going for the executive line. So of course that does have the built-in armor. So you're not compromising your high fashion with, any sort of weird detectability. It will also let people know that you are prepared for business. So if there's in a mechanical sense, something like I was alluding to for the EBM suit, where that would provide some sort of a bonus to intimidation or to business babble. When it comes to Militech, if you're in a situation beyond just, being stabbed, where having that, like military dress style would confer a, some sort of a little benefit. We can include that. But the main one is that you are armored and that people would see that you are, so that could presumably have them avoid you or just realize that you're going to be the rough and tumble type. It's acting as like, it is visible armor. It's just high fashion. And if you're coming prepared for that, then maybe you can give it and also not take it because it's armored.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretending to be from an official corporation, but it's still nomads at heart, so.
That works.
Play to
Okay.
those strengths.
Pick up for Saturday morning. Same deal. You got to put down the 500 deposit. It's 100 per night. After that, you're renting for one night, but if you need to hold over for a night or something, then she'll charge you an extra 100, or just take it out of your deposit anyway. So then from you through to everyone, is there anything you wanted to do on Friday? Before the gala on Saturday night, which I, through Madame Vesper, will talk to you about in a briefing as she gives you your IDs. You're going to have to pick that stuff up. But you as the group, you as Lost and Found, individuals or as a whole, is there any prep you're doing now before this final, we're doing it?
Probably would have sorted out with Madame Vesper things to do with the requisite licenses and things of that nature. Because this is the kind of event that if I show up with a gun, even if I check it in at Cloak, and there will be some execs that do that, right? Even if I show up with a gun or with a weapon and I get it checked in at Cloak, they're gonna ask questions of, do you have a reason to actually be carrying that?
All right, so that'll be a conversation for Vesper when you see her, then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't
Luckily,
think
they
there's
won't check
anything...
the case with everything else in it.
Don't think I got to do anything on Friday. I'm gonna come into the city on Saturday to get my suit and stow our car my car in the parking garage that we already scouted.
Okay.
I guess for Gopher, probably see about getting the group together, kind of try and kind of like practice.
Oh. Good thinking, Gopher. All right. All right. So we have the 2 custom suits. We have the 3 rental suits. The car that you chose is from that wasn't the Acheron Prime. That was the taxi. That was the you're gonna rent the discreet limo service that was also recommended to you. All right. So human driven, classic stretch limousine with a professional and heavily vetted human driver. And then you're gonna arrive in vintage style from the time of the Red via an impeccably preserved Villafort Alvarado V4F delegate. And so you would get to go there and actually look at the vehicle out back. You can kick the tires, you can look under the hood. How does your heart feel seeing an impeccably preserved car such as this? Is it too fancy, or are you like, oh, I moved, or what?
I feel like when it comes to like classic old cars like this, it's like if you are an artist yourself and you see something that was also an artist like you in the house of some rich collector. It's like, this is a really nice car. Wow, it's being used for stupid stuff.
Gotcha. All
This
right.
belongs in the museum, not some fucking penthouse.
This doesn't, no, it's kind of the opposite. This doesn't belong in a museum. This belongs in like a nomad camp being souped up. I mean, because like the Villafort, that's like the one with the like double axle front,
Yeah.
4 front wheels, 4, like that's a amazing drag racer.
Well, if the car passes muster, and there's, I mean, spoilers, there's nothing about this car that is you're gonna be like, oh, I don't know about those spark plugs. Everything seems fine. You know, does it sounds fine, looks fine, smells fine. It's been really well preserved. Maybe its only fatal flaw is that it hasn't been customized and fine-tuned. As for the driver, you don't get to meet him yet because he's going to be from a pool of people, this being a discrete cab service and not like Larry's limos, where Larry drives all the limos and all the limos say like Larry 1, Larry 2, Larry 3. So you're like, look, you're showing up to the ball in Larry 3 with Larry from Larry's limos. You're probably not who you say you are. So you actually are going to be getting like a professional discrete driver, but not from like Larry's limos. That helps provide cover for discrete clients.
Outback will send to the group, like, you know, check the car, it's all good. I believe I'm one of the only one who carries a lot of unmarked cash currency, so if y'all don't mind, I'll handle the extra payment of our driver.
Oh, do you require any snacks, beverages, or other items to be in the car? You're welcome to read into that if you want. Which could also mean human company and not just illicit materials or weapons or whatever.
I think we'll be fine.
Understood. There is a micro fridge if you wish to keep anything cold.
He will give me a moment. He will send a group message like, y'all want anything? They'll great discreet cab service. They are offering a wide variety of refreshments to be included.
Curious typing. ... Blank. Stops. Curious typing. Curious typing. Stops. Curious typing. Alcohol.
Let's see here.
What about Smash?
You want me to ask them to put a can of street soda in the limousine?
Yes.
To be fair, even the high society will drink Smash because of the fact that it is basically drugs.
All right. Some Smash and some sake Utagawa.
Champagne, too.
And champagne.
Wow, sake Utagawa. Fancy!
Gopher, do you have any special requests?
Alcohol, that you would probably want sake. So.
Is there anything you want in this cab, Gopher?
Food, drink, escort.
Kiri did almost say that. The source is just like she was considering so typing. No, I'm not gonna ask for that. How about no, we'll just ask her this.
You know, I'm not usually one for these kinds of things, but I think Smash actually does sound good. So I think the variant of it, Piranha Smash, I think. Might be better.
Lay all the orders. So,
JP Drake is going to relay this, of course, to you. If you have any special requests for supplies for your limousine. Oh, did you have to bail for a second?
The interior has a bunch of fold-out flat tables for synth coke.
Well, look, the time of the red was a different time, but some things, still also carry on. So we'll do as a placeholder. If JP wants anything through Drake, then Drake will get in on your conversation here. All right, so that's been arranged, and then that was an excellent idea, Gopher. Is to go over things. So what we could say is that the details, maybe not the details, but the pitch enough to get your IDs made goes to Madame Vesper. She would have told you, all right, you can pick them up Friday evening. So why don't you get back to the Aurelia by 6 o'clock on Friday? Seems to be her hour. So that would give you the rest of the day, because your suits in your vehicle are lined up to sort of act out or role play or rehearse who you are and what you're doing.
Now, the real shame here, and this is the one flaw in my plan, is that all of the int skills that I would need to be able to handle this, minus basic education, are all at +5. So I'm going to be bluffing my way through this like a fucking champion.
Yeah, fake it till you make it.
You need me to do any research for you before we go?
I have an understanding of all of these things. I just need... I don't have to prove that I have an understanding of these things. I just have to convince these other people that I know what I'm talking about. Luckily, my acting is way better.
Again, do you need things to bluff with? I could research that for you.
I can do the research. I do know where to look.
All right then. So
go
ahead.
Kind of funny too, because my wardrobe and style is +5.
Mine's
That's
10.
I'll be helping you with that.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing too, because that's really not my thing, but at least I have you to kind of go over and make sure I'm looking my absolute best I can.
Oh, and I certainly will be, but D. You've got some acting to do too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to know what that is?
What is that?
Acting as if you're my wife instead of my girlfriend.
Okay.
And the way that she says that is intense.
Is that? Are you saying that in like a? Are you in your apartment looking across the desk, or is that in group chat?
That's in group chat. But Kiri says that as well, looking directly at D-Res with an intense gaze.
Icon.
Look, how much
Yeah.
different could it actually be?
Very different.
Like how? How is it different?
Well, for starters, given that you need to keep up the mostly innocent act, we did pick out the off-white for a reason, because you know, given the symbolism, you can't technically wear white.
I didn't know that that applied to black tie events too, and I thought it was only for like a wedding. You know.
Weddings are different. You can wear white regardless, and technically the white is more of a male requirement for undershirts, not a female requirement. Females actually can wear any color. However, symbology-wise, you can't wear pure white.
Well, what's the reason for that?
Do you want me to say it out loud?
Is it the same reason as for weddings?
Ish.
What's the ish?
Weddings, at least afterwards, require a particular kind of consummation.
Uh-huh.
Social event symbology like this is more lax on the kinds of consummation it counts. Ergo, since I've enjoyed you like I would enjoy a bowl of ramen, you can't wear pure white. Yes! I broke coffee!
It's an in-character breaking, by the way.
It would be so great if Kiri's agent was accidentally on text-to-speech right then.
Be a real shame, wouldn't it?
Speech accidentally on speech-to-text, and then your elbow accidentally hits the send button.
Well, what you do see instead is Kiri does send a picture of D at her desk, blushing like mad.
Just like that.
Kind of crawled into her chair.
And just has a caption. I told her why she wasn't able to wear pure white.
So she, all right. Well, the premise is there, and things are rented. You all do need, you have a practice then scheduled for today to go over things, and then you need to see Madame Vesper to pick up your IDs, and then it is off to the charity auction. Let's get up and take a quick break, because I do want to get to that charity auction tonight. So everyone, refresh yourselves if you're in the audience. If you're a player, you want to grab a drink or something and get ready. We're going to get you the last little bits. You're going to pick up your rentals. Well, 3 of you will. And it's off to the prom after that. And we'll see what happens. So be back soon, everyone. Hold on tight. And this is going to prove to be very interesting. All right. We are back. And so the plan for Friday, February 8th, was, well, Outback needed to finalize his stuff. The group was going to be getting together to practice and then ultimately end up in front of Madame Vesper to pick up their IDs and, sleep off any remaining jitters because Saturday's the day. So what we'll do in the lead up to your gig here, I'm going to put you. It is 6 p.m. on Friday. You all have practiced, and we can reflect that because Madame Vesper is going to be asking you these questions. So it's good that you practice so you can talk to her more confidently. She hands you your ID. But you do need to return back to the yacht club. That has all been arranged. You are ferried out to the Aurelia. And those who are working there, in fact, you as the players saw the image of the staff that work the Aurelia. They're the ones who will, help tie off the water taxi. You do not see the chief of staff. She is not present, at least that you're noticing. But you walk back through the statues until you meet this living statue in the form of Madame Vesper. And as you would expect, she is going to ask you, because she has your IDs set out in front of her, she is going to ask you in a very stately way to present yourself, introduce yourself. And the way she's carrying herself is as you would expect at least some of the participants of the gala, with their posture, their tone or tense or anything else. Who would like to step up and introduce themselves first?
I'll do it. And Kerry will walk up with her confident, almost boardroom predator demeanor. But of course, in an introduction, one does not introduce until asked to be introduced.
And who do I have the sheer delight of meeting this evening?
Akira Takahashi, CEO of a private equity firm, and purveyor of technology.
Mrs. Takahashi, it is a pleasure to meet you. And instead of reaching for a handshake, she'll give you a courteous bow. Just the right angle.
And Kiri will bow back just the same.
It appears as if you had dropped something earlier. Where was it? Yes. Tell me, does this belong to you? And she hands you your ID. You can look over the details.
And I will indeed do that. I was wondering where I'd misplaced this. Thank you. It must have slipped off my person earlier.
Yes. Such things happen, and acting with dignity and grace is the best form of reward I could receive for doing the right thing.
Of course. Because, nobody gone. I'm not giving you eddies for the fact that you gave me back my ID. That was kind of just the right thing to do.
Roll a perception while you're talking to Madame Vesper.
Let me just make sure that my roll ability is in the correct configuration for this. It is.
Oh no.
Ouch. Yikes.
Okay. While you were engaged in pleasantries, including receiving your ID, the chief of staff in her stylized toga with her dark green dyed dreadlocks managed to actually sneak up now to you. The rest of you in the group, I mean, she had to walk right past you. You've seen her before. She didn't pull a knife or anything. But then, to your surprise, after the social interaction, you can see that Madame Vesper's eyes travel from your face just a fraction of a degree to look over your shoulder.
And I imagine Kiri tracks this, and that's when she feels it's just that moment she realizes she feels that presence behind her. She's like,
"Yep,
that's quite rare. Well done."
I want to make sure that all of our guests at this gala are secure. Don't worry, that's just my chief of staff. Though she is a professional, as are many at the gala. Hopefully you'll keep that in mind. She is quasi-role-playing, of course, though. She's trying to teach a lesson in the moment, too.
And she would nod, although internally she's like, my focus slipped for 1 second. Not at the gala, it won't. Not at the gala. Not at the gala, it won't. Not at the gala.
I do just have to say, like, purely mechanically, you only had a 30% chance of beating that roll.
Yeah. But if I hadn't crit nailed, it probably would have gone a bit better. Like, I would have noticed her on time.
Yeah, you got half a roll, so...
But you did take it in stride and grace instead of turning around and going, damn, that's a huge bitch. And so congratulations, at least on that part about keeping your cool despite having been politely waylaid by Chief of Snoo Snoo here. So next up it is next up it's who?
Well, theoretically, D-Res should have gone up with Kiri, given their cover stories.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Whilst yes, there's also a matter of you also have to prove that you can play the part on your own and
Yeah.
get split.
So,
we can bridge and say, oh, I believe Mrs. Takahashi, your wife, is returning from the bathroom.
That she is. And Kiri, and as she is turning and walking back, her eyes flick to D like, you're up.
Yes, my name is Lily Takahashi.
She will also bow to you, just as she bowed to your wife.
Give the bow.
There's not an etiquette skill, is there? No. Would that be in wardrobe, or what would that be under?
you can use acting?
You can use acting.
Since bowing like this isn't a part of your culture growing up as it was for Kiri, I would like you to act the bow, because the angle of your bow is crucially important.
You could probably also technically stick that underneath like bureaucracy.
Bureaucracy could work too, I suppose.
Acting for cool base, bureaucracy
Yeah.
if you want to go at it smartly.
My bureaucracy is higher.
Okay, so if we, what's it higher than your acting?
It would be +2. So.
Okay, so 12. A bit of a bad back. I understand. The night is it takes its toll.
That it does.
I imagine this is when Kiri would speak up to further enforce that she is in the wife. But you see, my wife is a little bit of a delicate flower. She needs to be taken care of.
You're in very good company for that. Now, Mrs. Takahashi, May I ask, what do you do for a living?
Oh. I also have an interest in primarily technical standpoint, in that I sort of make sure that things run smoothly when it comes to the actual security systems and computer systems and various things at the company itself.
Oh. So you're a working couple.
She is my technical chief of staff.
I would hate to bother you, but if you could do the hostess of this party a favor, and you see, my agent here, I have some trouble logging in. I forgot my password.
I can take a look.
Please.
I'm actually going to use Breacher. Breacher is able to hack phones. So, like a interface or something.
I don't know how
I
that
think
tool works.
I believe it's a electronics
Electronic security
test. It's in it's covered in All About Agents. But yeah,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's a sec test.
Is that against some fixed scale, or?
I believe so. Like, I think a basic agent is like a DV15. I'm not 100% certain, but like excellent quality agents are harder to hack. Again, it's all in the free DLC All About Agents.
So you reach for, you go for the tool and you start using it. And as you are, a breacher. Fascinating.
And it basically just looks like a
It's DB21.
Slightly. Oh, is it much higher? My bad.
Yep. However, if you gain the proper security information via social engineering, you can receive a +2 to the check.
Nice. And they basically just look like a slightly beefier agent themselves. Like, they just look like a smartphone, like a slightly bigger smartphone.
Is this something you bring to all executive functions?
It's my agent.
Interesting.
It fits the cover story of being a bit more of a tech head. Tech heads will normally have agents that look a bit more techy or esoteric. Usually is a statement.
Well, it seems as if your tool isn't up to the task. Don't worry, my dear. It happens to everyone.
You must run state-of-the-art tech, then.
Oh. This building does for sure, but no, this simple thing, I figured someone like you might just be able to easily slip into it.
So modest.
A hostess has her duties. Okay. So this means you cannot feel yourself getting jacked into? Because or no, you need to roll against this, right?
Will? I think it's Will.
Just a
A
straight
net
willpower
runner
test.
A net runner might always be aware of someone being in their net art.
Yeah, they are. A netrunner
Yeah.
is always aware by virtue of having ranks in netrunner.
Okay.
Yeah.
If that's the case, again, you all have unique stuff, so you got to tell me.
Yep.
But as this is happening, Whereas there is a physical presence for Kiri. If you have that ability to feel someone make contact with your neuroport, then that has just happened.
And they would need to penetrate self-ice. In fact, my self-ice would otherwise as well give me
Okay.
that option as well.
So that
notification,
so that was a
right.
19 then, because it was 10 plus 4 plus the 5 from the crit.
Okay.
Well, they definitely got through your first wall.
Yeah. So
Yeah, pass wall. So if she's rank 4 netrunner, the chief of staff, then the basic pass wall just gets passed through. The next thing is self ice.
Okay.
Which how many ranks of that do you have?
That
I
just
know
doesn't
for
add to
sure
the
she has
difficulty
one.
of the initial breach.
No, it's a separate check.
Okay.
So
I've heard it both ways. I don't know which one.
No, it is a separate check.
Yeah,
So
the
you
first
ja-
one
so you
is to
jack in.
connect.
Oh, where did I?
Yeah, the
Then you
first
have
one
to
is
get in.
is to connect unawares for those who aren't net runners, but if you're
Yeah.
a net runner, you automatically
Okay.
pass that check. The second check is versus self ice. So how many ranks of self ice do you have?
Where did I?
Additionally, with each installation of self-ice, the DV of all pass walls in the user's neuroport is improved from DV6 with the first to DV8 with the second, capping out at DV10 with the third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, you've got the basic pass wall that gets automatically bypassed if you're a net runner of rank 4 or above. Then there's the
wall from
self-ice pass
self-ice.
wall, which there's the pass wall from self-ice, which is based on the DV is based on the number of things you've got.
You know
So
what?
if you've only got one, it's DV6. If you have two
Okay.
of them, you have 2 gates that are both DV8.
I don't know actually that I have self-ice. I know we talked about it, but I don't think I actually
You-
picked it up.
You for sure grabbed one installation of self-ice. You took humanity loss for it and everything.
So the self-ice baffles the first attempt. So you feel that you've been, like, contact's been made. Your self-ice blocked the access.
To be fair, I also have all of my own programs already running.
Yeah, you could just blink into your own first floor of your neuroport and start beating whoever's inside of your head right now, if you wanted to.
Yep. I believe you can just force them out too. Give
Yeah,
me a
I
second.
could force eject, or I can stick my hellhound on them.
Yeah,
Which-
force him to
yeah.
force him to jack out.
I'm gonna force them to jack out. Is that a willpower or an interface roll?
It's a
It's
contested
neither.
interface.
It's based on your ice. So you just stick the ice on them, and then it's a matter of she can try and slide by it, or she can just jack out because she's on the first floor.
Okay, yeah, then I'll stick my hellhound on her.
All right. To avoid it, then this is like sliding past it, or
Yep, it's a
Slide.
slight check. Which,
She wouldn't be able to slide because she can't go anywhere because there's a pass wall.
right.
you can slide to back out of the architecture, so that you
Well,
don't.
she's still on the first floor. She can't go anywhere. There's no floor to slide to.
Hmm.
You either have to unsafe jack out or breach through this pass wall to attempt a slide check.
Oh really? Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Then yeah, she's just gonna have to unsafely jack out. The hellhound's gonna get to do nasty things to her.
Mrs. Takahashi,
One
are
free
you
slide.
okay?
I'm a little distracted.
Oh, is the
Sorry.
music too loud?
I'm gonna start walking away.
You're just
Looking
turning
at-
your back to me. Your hostess.
You did kind of cut out there a little bit.
I did? Me?
No,
No.
coffee.
Nature calls as it does.
So suddenly. She, as you're walking off, Madame Vesper, simply keeps looking forward and says, "You can end the test." And after she says that, there's no longer a presence in your head, Drez. Next.
And then there's the feeling of ah. Because if you didn't de-res that hellhound, that's 2d6 direct to your brain and getting set on fire.
Mhm.
Yeah, that would happen to the enemy netrunner.
That's why I have this thing.
Oh,
Another
and Mrs.
question is,
Takahashi, will you
who-
please return so you can pick up your ID? You're going to need a little bit more polish, says the statue.
I'll make sure. I'll make sure of it. She's learning, slowly but surely.
Look, I think I did pretty okay for having only done this for about a week.
Your opinion of your own actions doesn't mean anything to the other people who are going to be observing you.
Oh no, I'm such a cute and innocent little girl.
In that case, act the part. Don't tell me you're a professional security something for your wife's company.
Be a trophy wife.
Ugh. Trophy wife? Sounds so demeaning.
It's that, or you give yourself away by talking about things that either you do not know anything about or acting in ways that are completely contradictory to what that little piece of plastic in your hand has to say about you.
Fine. Whatever.
As a
Please
point-
know, I am here to help you. I want you to succeed. Next.
Well, howdy, madame. Mr. Walsh. Jimmy
Oh.
with my friends.
I'm sorry, you seem to have caught me off guard. How very upfront of you. Well, I'm flattered. Mr. Walsh, you said?
Walsh.
Oh, Wash. Uh-huh. She'll hold her hand out.
He gently takes it and gives it a little bit of a shake and then turns it over and kisses it before releasing.
And just why are you here at this grand ball of mine?
Well, truth be told, Biotechnica sends a few of its representatives here and there to look good in the eyes of such and so's as yourself. So, of course, I've been sent out here to, be a face for the company and potentially bid on anything that looks interesting in the name of, charity and prosperity.
Oh. So Biotechnica sent 2 representatives to the gala.
Well, like I said, they select several individuals.
I see.
You got to have multiple levels of the company to show, so that way, I mean, I hope you take no offense, but I'm sure you're aware all of us corporate types use these sorts of opportunities to network.
Naturally. And, I want to ask then, if you're at liberty to talk about it. You said you're from Biotechnica. I heard that there's a research project going on, and she'll bring up a couple details on something she's asking you about. Is that true?
Well, ma'am, I'm afraid I can't confirm or deny that one because my specialty is actually in sales with our latest line of power washers. I can tell you we do have a secret project on rigging up nanobots that you wash your house and it repaints itself.
Fascinating. Though I'm curious as to why Biotechnica would be working with nanobots. That seems contradictory to its mission.
Well, that's not entirely true. Biotechnica employs all sorts of nanobot technology and cyberware and medical technologies.
Well, if I happen to meet the other representative from Biotechnica, I'll be sure to ask him about that too. Fascinating things that you're moving into this sort of territory. But what do I know? I'm just a hostess.
Well, perhaps we'll get a contract to use Biotechnica's latest line to wash down your buildings.
That may be. Though, before I would make a commitment, I would need to make sure that my buildings wouldn't be destroyed. If you happen to have some sort of a power wash simulator, then let me play around with that and see if it's appropriate.
Of course. And not all of our solutions or formulas contain nanotechnology.
Well, I believe
Anything
that's,
else you wish to ask of me, madame, before I go to mingle?
No, please. Mingle, that's why you're here. And of course, to bid on all of the supplied items by our sponsors. Have you placed a bid on anything? I'm not competing against you, am I?
Oh, well, that's just, we'll just have to see when the lots are revealed.
Well, I like a man who can get his bid up. So, if I do lose to you, then you won't have seen the last of me.
That's good to know.
Now, go. Have fun. Oh, sir, I'm sorry. I completely forgot. She'll step forward and hand you your ID.
Takes it and puts it on the inner fold of his suit.
Ma'am. So as Madame Vesper and not as, like role-playing hostess here, be careful of those traps, JP. People talk. Even apparent enemies will pass notes.
That's why you just keep slinging stuff until you run away.
That ID is a one and done. But you are who you say you are until you're not. And when that not happens, so do a lot of other things. Next.
Hey, how old do you think I am?
Younger than I am.
Not by much.
Oh, why, thank you.
All right. Let's see one of these other grasshoppers do it.
Well, hello there. I understand you're the hostess for tonight.
I am. And to whom do I owe the pleasure of shaking hands?
You will extend his hand. Jonas Larkin, Operations Manager of Decker, Tanaka, and Rogers. I'm here on behalf of Metacorp.
Oh. Fascinating. And I don't suppose that Metacorp has provided anything for the Pacifica for All charity.
Well, we're very interested. Pacifica is going to be a very bustling port, and we'd rather like to get in on the ground before FedEx steps in too much.
Oh, so there's no chance to bid on anything from your corporation?
I'm afraid not. We mostly deal in shipping.
Oh, I see. I was really hoping... roll a... I guess this would be This would be like knowing the business of your business. So business seems to be the right role.
Yeah, all right. What's the fickle status?
Oh. The fickle status so happens to be Outback has one, Kiri has one, and Kiri has two. So it's Outback 1, Kiri 2 right now.
Right, I'm using that 1 and 2 luck.
Sure.
Save the rest for the actual thing. To do business. Almost hit bureaucracy.
Okay.
17.
All right. You beat her. So maybe for a second it was close. She mentioned aspects of the business that were not a part of Metacorp. It was close enough, like, yeah, of course. But maybe it's because it's Nomad stuff.
Yeah.
You're like, nah, that's actually a common misconception. So she was trying to dupe you, like she was trying to trick you into showing ignorance. How do you respond?
Well, madame, you are a very well-informed hostess, I must say. A very charming conversation.
Oh, I know things here and there about this and that.
Well, I should get back to the business of mingling, but this conversation has been delightful.
Oh. I'm sure you say that to all the multimillionaire hostesses. Please, take this then, and think fondly of me. She'll hand you your ID.
Thank you kindly.
You seem to have impressed Madame Vesper. She thought she had
Yeah.
you. All it took was
No,
luck in a fickle god's favor, and you managed to avoid disaster.
Yeah. You know, that low empathy, superficial, sociopathic charm.
Yeah. So long as we stick to that plan, then we're good. All right. That leaves just one more to do a mini role play with Madame Vesper here.
You got it. You're gonna crit.
I guess Gopher will walk up. Nomads, huh?
Oh, yes. You have to show them a degree of compassion and charm. They're a fun backwards people.
Reminds me of my youth.
Oh,
Alex Jameson, though most just call me Gopher.
oh, I've earned your nickname. Well then, Mr. Jameson, was it? It's a pleasure to meet you. And she'll extend her hand to you.
And I will give her a handshake.
As you do, she just watches you as she extends her hand like this to you. And then you just take it and you just give her a handshake.
Like,
charming.
A proper handshake, yeah.
Well, your upbringing does still show. She's smiling through. She's still smiling through that. Now, if I recall, I'm actually standing in front of a hero. Is that true?
Yes, it is.
Would you be willing to tell me? I want you to tell me the truth. There's only the things that the media reported on. I want you to tell me something that didn't happen there, or that wasn't reported. Entertain me. Was this a conspiracy? Did you uncover a clue that you were too scared to divulge? Come now, no need for modesty. Don't be shy.
So the question was something that wasn't reported on.
Yeah. I didn't necessarily provide a report. This is just a prompt. She's looking for something fun or inside, something like a gift you can give her, a little bit of knowledge, make her feel special.
I guess question is, what was reported?
The bomb went off. It was linked to a presumed eco-terrorist attack because of all the construction and stuff that's going to be needed for the stadium. And then, of course, the subsequent also boom at the processing plant.
Very little in the way of actual details.
Yeah, it was a lot of sensationalism, not a lot of details. It definitely sold stories, though.
I guess I could bring up what D-Res did with the sound system.
Ooh. Wow, look at you. You're not even making it about you. All right. Man, so D-Res, you're not getting shade thrown at you. You're getting some sunshine. Now that is interesting. A series of attacks. I know that there were complications, but, well, the convention center's not exactly where I pay the most attention. Well then, thank you for entertaining this old woman who clearly needs to read less news and read more scream sheets. I'm told that there's an ultimate truth to be found in those, despite their sensational presentation. Well, it's a pleasure to meet a hero such as yourself. I would hope that you'd have more stories about you. You know, being a quasi-public figure and all, invited to a ballroom full of other tech execs. It could have been their business that was blown to smithereens. But perhaps between now and then you'll have your memory jogged a bit more. Here, a token of my gratitude. She hands you your ID. Oh, and Gopher, when a lady extends her hand to you, you don't shake it.
I see.
Kiri is probably internally going, oh shit, I gotta train him too. Damn it. I completely forgot.
She drops the hostess. I mean, she is a hostess as well, but she goes back to Madame Vesper out of roleplay mode. I was able to, in a short amount of time, bring up crucial flaws in your identities or plans. The card will get you in, as will the invitation. You face the possibility of several hours of scrutiny and questions of who knows who will be there to try to access your neuroports. These are things you must consider, and I hope that you will. Remember, I am on your team here. I want you to succeed. But to do so, I have to prepare you, as these sort of events are things that you have not prepared for before. Now, I do have some more information for you which will help. and she'll hand you the tickets. The doors open at 6. It is up to you when you decide to show up. Ultimately, you are there to extract Elias Thorne. Nothing more, nothing less. If you do it at 6:30 or you do it at 11:30, it doesn't matter. Your goal is to get him out alive and deliver him to the safe house. The final destination, or like the final address of that, I will provide to you tomorrow. I do not have that myself yet. But it is in Westbrook. This gala will go from 6 until midnight. Bidding on the items appears to end at 11:30. The remaining half hour will be the prizes being awarded to those who've won. Have you looked into any of the items that are offered?
I imagine they probably did peruse the list, just didn't state so openly. So Kiri would nod. I've had a look through the list.
Think I have.
The sweet treat among them all, as far as I have heard, is a special prize from Kang Tao. The Shifu Core. Advanced Targeting Circuit. If you choose to bid on any of those, that is your call, your money. I still expect you to extract Mr. Thorne. But have a situational awareness of the items. Know enough about what's there to be conversational. It could act as a distraction. It could act as you putting up a reputation of being knowledgeable of these things. At this time, I cannot provide you a final guest list, as that can change to the last minute and for various reasons. Be prepared. Be yourselves until it is time to not. None of your IDs say corporate kidnapper on them. Do you have questions of me?
No.
If it matters to you, Drez, and perhaps you knew this, which is why you didn't ask, internet security is being provided by Ziggurat, which means it's being provided by Netwatch. Bear that in mind while you're present at the Glasshouse Atrium.
That's definitely something that you didn't have readily available before.
That's why we're meeting now.
Anything else you can tell me about it?
No. No specifics. I can only imagine then, and one of my staff who helped in tonight's training exercise can back that up for me later, that communications would be monitored, or any activities outside of meat space would be more difficult than your average hack.
Okay, so avoiding any cameras when Elias is in our possession. The old-fashioned.
If that's your strategy, sometimes being on camera is actually a good thing. You are all the professionals here.
If we're meant to sneak him out, we don't want security to report he's being snuck out.
How you get him out is up to you. I need him alive, and I need you all not to make a bloodbath in there with explosives, live rounds. Your job is to not kill anyone. Start the 5th corporate war you're in. You do whatever you do, and at some point in time, you're out with the client, alive. JP, I will make sure that Drake receives any additional details as to the address of the safe house, and then she'll look at you, Drez, if I find out any more details.
Good.
I have my own preparations to make. I will be scarce here at the Aurelia. Is that all?
I think so.
I would say that it is.
Very well. You may enjoy a meal aboard my ship before you depart, if you choose.
Yeah, it's real food. I'm doing that.
Actually, has she given us the address of the safe house?
No,
No,
not
that's
that.
tomorrow.
But she doesn't have it yet.
Okay.
One
That's
I'm
it.
question.
I'm gonna have to route on the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
But as,
One question. Gopher?
One question I did want your thoughts on, and I suppose I could have brought this up during the test, but the mask that the attacker used at the fair has fallen into my possession. I'm curious about the odds of, I guess, successfully using it to extract our target.
I don't know anything about a mask. If you have a mask that you think will help,
It's
then use the tools available to you.
It's a tech mask that alters the appearance of a person's facial features.
That sounds useful. It's not as useful if you have a room full of people watching you slide it over his head. You're going to have to practice situational awareness and make sure, as with anyone, if you're going to be obscuring or modifying only one part of him, that the curtains match the drapes. She indicates face and hands.
Thank you.
I appreciate you asking, but realize that I'm trusting your all's judgment. There's many jobs that I have, you may not believe me, that I have been on myself before. She gestures all around her to the Aurelia. I have my own practicalities and experiences. And those are perhaps something we can discuss more over lighter fare on lighter days. If that's all, enjoy your meal.
Bye.
And you all are welcome to a real food meal. No menu provided, no prices listed nor asked for.
Yummy.
The general
These are the perks
consensus.
of these kind of gigs, of being in the den, as it were.
We are in, unless there's anything specific, we're on Friday, February 9th, or it says Saturday, February 9th.
No, probably a talk on the way home of, like on the way out of. Right, so I'm going to need to teach you two how to etiquette.
Focus training.
One of kind of the reason I suggested practicing everything beforehand.
Yeah,
we did practice a little bit, but it was just a matter of Kiri's like, there's flaws, we need to fix those.
I'm just bad at these.
I don't know. I think I did pretty damn good.
Yeah, you
You're
killed me.
fine. You're fine. You're playing a personage that is expected to be a bit more rough and tumble, so in that sense, you are in character. Me, she managed to sneak up on me, but the fact that I managed to keep my cool under fire is what let me get through that without her politely ripping my head off. JP is fine.
I'm literally a salesman
Yeah.
already.
As I heard, though, you, pitfall traps. But hey, that's just corporate double talk and stabbing for you. You're no stranger to that, I'm sure. There is the matter of you two. Luckily you're going as yourself. So you are someone who is not in the high life getting a taste of it as a thank you. So some basic etiquette training will be all that you need. Fortunately, Dave, we're going to need to get you to swallow that pride of yours for a night.
I know. God.
It's one thing to know. It's another thing entirely to be able to do it.
Look, I'm just terrible at interacting with other people. In general. Like, I can't even fake it.
Your interactions are simple. You don't know.
What?
You don't know. If someone asks you a question, you don't know. Because you're playing the role of what is, in essence, arm candy. You're there to be there and look pretty. And you do that. So?
But is that really using the best ability, though?
Yes. Because, and I think this is something that you need to know, and so that I will state this immutably and for the record, you are not there to prove a damn thing to anyone in that room. Including yourself. That's not the role that you have in this situation.
I'm supposed to play the big, dumb idiot wife?
You don't have to be an idiot. Just, I don't know what my wife does. Something in finance. Like, you can understand the basics. It's, you're setting yourself at a station that you then don't talk above. You can know all of these things.
Okay.
And in fact, that's a hidden blade for you to have should you need to pull it out. But don't
So
give them
all
a
I
reason to
do
tell
is
the
like
story.
cook and clean at home? Is that what I do?
I mean, you have hobbies and things like that. That say, I am a hobbyist technician. My wife loves technology, and so do I.
A wife, some sort of corporate exec. You don't cook and clean. You have
Yeah,
people for that.
that's for the help.
Too many layers.
Yes. And you will learn to get acquainted and comfortable with those layers.
It's a lot of work to just play the pretty one.
A lot of work to pretend to not do work, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it? Kiri, literally, like, she's probably got a personal grooming kit on, and she just pulls out a pocket mirror from her personal grooming kit and holds it up. Is it really? And she's just staring call yourself not pretty again. I fucking dare you.
Look, I can think whatever I want about my own appearance. It's your opinion that matters most in this scenario, in this whole thing.
You can. Just as I'm also completely within my right to say, hey, in character, that's my wife you're insulting. Out of character, that's my girlfriend you're insulting. So?
Not too far off.
The sentiment is the same in either case.
Yeah, that's my input.
Wonderful.
For Saturday, I mean, you all picking up your garments and stuff, that's fine. That goes without a hitch. For the limo, when and where are you being picked up?
Or are we being picked up together? That's the question.
Yes.
Yes, we should all get picked up together, and we will make it seem, just in case they do talk, we're gonna meet up outside of insert fancy hotel here. There's no law against getting picked up outside a hotel that you're not staying in.
All right,
Very
so
true.
everyone is getting into the Dust Rattler, parking at the Night City lot, walking to a hotel in Pacifica, and being picked up from there to be taken to the Glass House Atrium?
Yes.
Okay,
Sounds like it.
all right.
Keep your clothes clean.
Yep.
But
Yeah,
it's
you
in
want to make sure the
Pacifica,
Dust
so-
Rattler's dust is on the outside, not on the inside.
Yeah.
Can you imagine, especially with Drez's dress? Like, she comes out and, like, the back and butt are just, like desert tan.
Yeah, I imagine I imagine Outback gets to the city and he has to stop by Pendarus. It's like, hey, you got a shop vac that I can borrow?
He gets
Or
the
that
inside
greasy slice of
cleaned up.
bucket slice that was on the seat for a while, just turn the white dress transparent.
Inside, the inside gets cleaned up, and
Yeah.
just for added security, there's plastic put down on the chairs.
Oh, it's Grandma's car. Okay, yeah, all right.
Just for tonight, though.
Has sofa covers in it.
Yeah. All right. Then we go to. You're using that.
Ooh. Got
All right.
that now.
It is about that time. Oh, remember the events from 6 to midnight. When did you want to be there?
6:15.
I was gonna say like 8 o'clock.
Wow, alright, taking fashionably late to quite a
Quite a bit fashionably late.
Hmm.
Statement makers walking in? Question mark.
In
Well, I suppose the question there is when does the auction start? Because after that, that's when
Yeah.
it's gonna look weird if you show up.
So that's actually a good question, and I will tell you how this is going to proceed, out of character mechanical terms. You have 6 hours to get Elias Thorne out of the party, right? It begins at 6. It ends at midnight when the last of the auction items are given out to people. I mean, it might go past midnight as people are filing out, to get to their cars or whatever, right? The
official event
is 6 to midnight. I have things planned happening from 6 to midnight as the ultimate host of the party. You can arrive fashionably late. Will that mean that you miss the arrival of someone if you want to be there for it? Or an opportunity to talk to someone, or to pick a pocket, or to make a bid? Maybe. That could all depend. Maybe you want to jockey being fashionably late and arriving not at 6. If you arrive at 7, instead of 6 hours to get Elias out, you would have 5. These are all things to weigh. Now, what we're going to do for this, there are 4 zones of the Glasshouse Atrium that we're going to do this. I have visual references, but this is going to be more narrative, like Mind's Eye Theater, okay? There is the Rotunda. That is at the entrance. In fact, this isn't an official zone, but the Rotunda is right in the doors here. That is where the auction items are. There is a sub-zone, I guess you could say. The men and women's bathrooms are in the Rotunda. That's where a lot of people are. It's like the lobby area. People are going to be eating hors d'oeuvres and talking and bidding and stuff. So the Rotunda is a zone, which has like a sub-zone of the bathrooms. There is, deeper into the building, the ballroom. The ballroom is where you sit and maybe talk. It's where the main dinner will be served. Main dinner, I gotta check my notes. I think it was 8:30. It's 8 or 8:30 that dinner's gonna start to... No, actually it was later than that. Oh, good. Whew. For a moment I thought that was gonna pop up on screen. Scroll. But anyway, the ballroom has a central dance area where you can dance and socialize, or you can sit at big round tables to socialize and eat. Off of the ballroom, the subzone would be like the kitchen, staff area, right? That would support bringing food out for the dinner. Above the Rotunda is a mezzanine area. These are private and semi-private booths that people who sit up there can look down into the Rotunda or across at each other, and business can happen in these private or semi-private areas. It is technically a different zone than the Rotunda. Finally, and you all did discuss this in the prior session, you know that this is not a complete building. There is a construction zone. Broadly, that is your 4th area. There would also be, I guess, a sub area of specifically a loading dock, because how are you going to get all the food and the prizes and all the other stuff? So, there's 4 areas to this locale. And each has a sub area, but just remember there's 4 areas. Rotunda, where the auction, bidding, and the greeting and everything is. the ballroom, the mezzanine, and the back rooms.
Unfinished section.
Yeah, the unfinished. It's, the construction area, right? Now,
Yes.
the game that we're going to play is in half-hour chunks. You are going to tell me where you are. Because maybe you want to vibe check. Maybe you want to network. Maybe you want to pick pockets. Maybe you want to murder someone. Maybe you want to set up an elaborate scheme, okay? Every half hour that rolls by, you could eavesdrop. You could do a lot of things. We're going to have the night pass in half-hour chunks. And events are going to happen in the zones over a schedule I have and you don't. Which is why if you show up late, you won't know unless you overhear it about what happened between 6 and 7. Because you weren't there for it. Maybe someone will talk about it. But, so it's up to you. Because maybe you want to be fashionably late. But that's how we're going to do this. So everything that you're doing is going to be in a half-hour chunk of time. And you're going to move as a group or individuals between these 4 zones. And technically a sub-zone within it if you want. Does that make sense?
Yep.
And then throughout the night, again, things will happen. Remember, Elias Thorne is surrounded by security. So at the chunk of time that is 8 to 8:30, Elias might not be in the rotunda because he is in the bathroom or he went to the ballroom or something, right? So the various guests are going to be in places at different times. If you just want to say that you're following them, okay, we can do that too. But if you make a plan like, okay, at 9 o'clock, we're gonna black bag Elias and we're gonna get out. He might not be where you think he is. So you could follow him, or you could listen in on things, or you could observe, or spread out so that you can like call in like Outback up in the mezzanine. I spotted the target. Hot dog is in the bun. I repeat, the hot dog is in the bun. Orange chicken burrito.
Hopefully not that one.
Yeah. That's the safe word. Actually, that's the unsafe word.
That's the everything is going to shit and we need to go
Yeah.
loud. Keyword.
So this is how we're gonna get through this section. Half hour by half hour, section by section, and you tell me what you're doing where. You might learn things or observe things. You could be as hasty or slow, well, apparently up until midnight when the target would become unavailable from this event. And fission mailed, as they say in Metal Gear.
So I actually bed right now. I have.
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay,
have
you
to
need
call
to
it.
sleep.
Say it again. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna have to call it here because I have to go to bed.
Oh, it is 1. Okay. All right. Then I'll tell you what. You
Next
all
time.
have the idea. I'll give you the write-up framework so you can reference it. We will take off, we will end the night with you all meeting outside of a hotel in Pacifica. You are in your finest. This is considering that you all have, done some training, which means that if there's an appropriate, if something's happening and you can like work together to give a mechanical bonus to something, you've kind of trained for it, right? So depending on what the situation is, Gopher had that initial request, to put in the work. You had the role play exercise with the cream of the crop, Madame Vesper, and then Kiri was threatening to use that like Zen Buddhist striking rod for all of you who failed your etiquette tests. So, you all have put in the appropriate role play and time that if there's something where it's like, say this instead, we can roll with that. And if it's described well enough, an assist can be given as a reminder, because you all have prepped each other. You've worked your story together, and you've stress tested it before. Bad rolls will be bad rolls, but, there's that. And then, of course, your attire could give you modifiers in situations as well. So then, yeah, I guess we'll end here. That way, Coffee can get some sleep, and I will get the structure of things written up for you, just as a reminder, and so you all can make a plan. I will end then with one last description that we can begin with, but you're going to meet your driver outside of your hotel. Your driver, his name is Desmond. Rich mahogany skin. He wears a sharp, perfectly tailored midnight blue chauffeur's uniform. And JP, straight out of 2020. So he looks nice for the 20s. His eyes have been entirely replaced by sleek, gold-mirrored cyber optics. And as he greets you all, he goes out of his way to be a 5-star professional. He uses sir, madam, my esteemed guests. An initial vibe check of Desmond is he knows what he is doing. He is absolutely an elite tier driver, right? He has the social skills that help pay his bills. He looks the part, he sounds the part, organically and even with his modifications, because he has the pure gold eyes. So yes, before then we get into, because you might have questions of him, or it sounded like Outback, you wanted to talk of gentlemanly things with him. We'll save that for next week, because if that's if you're effectively using him to set a conditional, we'll say, let's have that fresh in our minds.
Right.
And carry that through for things. We'll save the conversation, but that's your initial impression. This man is just as polished as the car. All right. Well then, GG's all around. We are at the precipice of your next big gig.
Yay.
And I appreciate you being here. Coffee, we'll get rating here so that you can go eep and be potat. We
Need
as
a
long as
snackage as well.
what's that?
Go to bed. I need a snack as well.
Okay, or a snack as well. Let's go raid someone who's raided into us several times before, who's actually solving a bit of a high-class murder mystery, I guess, playing System of Illegal, the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. This is going to be Gaming Zeta Nazero. Gaming Zeta _Nazero. Let's go say hi to him, see what's happening there, and return the favor to someone who does constantly come in with us, and even with Chameleon, because he does the D&Ds and other games as well. So take care. Good night, audience. Sorry for the late start, but I hope you still had fun. All this setup, and hopefully we're going to have an awesome payoff with this highfalutin social encounter. Social combat? Oh, I better not say that, because that might mean you don't get the Chivo. And also hi and bye, Bane. But take care, and I got my homework for you all as my players. Bye.
Bye.